Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Lisa Scott, and today I want to talk to you about what I'll call the nuances involved with whatever it is we're manifesting, specifically the assumptions that we're making on the inside, or the assumptions that we're making about ourselves and about everything in our lives, and how those assumptions and the nuances within those assumptions are creating our reality. So, specifically today, I have another money manifestation testimonial for myself, which I am a scientist of myself. So before coming to you and speaking to you about, anything, it has already occurred with me. So I share by experience and my personal stories, regarding whatever it is I'm about to suggest or recommend to you uh, in that regard. So anyway, um, just recently, I have not recently, but for quite some time, money is one of the biggest things besides relationships. I mean, everything in our lives is worth paying attention to. And we are here on this channel. If you've made your way to this channel, it is because you are a mindful manifester. We're all always manifesting every day, all day, every second of the day. However, you have chosen to become mindful. And so I have chosen to become mindfully aware of my communication with money, manifesting money. And so recently, as I think about some of the things that I've manifested over the last couple of weeks, I've manifested $1,000 bonus. I've manifested an additional $750 bonus. I've also manifested 400 and some dollars extra in my paycheck that nobody knows where this money came from. Nobody in the none of uh, the departments that have to do with that money. I call this one. Here's some extra money in my paycheck. What's up with that? I don't know. Over here, I don't know. That's it. Um, and just today, I decided to clean out my purse. Okay, I'm going through a lot of different cards that are in my purse, and I come across a card, a black card that just says congratulations on it. And it turns out it's a decorative card, but it's a gift card for Walmart. Okay. Now, I had seen this card many times, but for some reason today I said, well, let me check these cards that are in my wallet. Let me just check and see what's, is there anything on them? What's going on? So I call the card number, and it turns out there's $113 on the card. Now, here's what I want to talk to you about in terms of my manifesting these continuous amounts of money, that money is coming to me, is that I have been paying attention to my communication with money, and as I uncover whatever it is I do uncover, I override whatever negativity, limiting beliefs, or whatever that I may have been going through regarding that with my new belief. So, some time ago, I only believed that money came to me through um, uh, certain things. My part-time job, or a business I was starting online. Um, I believe that's where money came from, and I had to uncover that over time. So that came to me through sitting in the silence, or this information just came to me, helping me to further understand and prune or use the pruning shears of revision, as Neville Goddard talks about, to just really understand what I have been thinking so that I can override whatever that subconscious thinking was with my new affirmative belief. So, in believing that money was only coming to me from certain areas, I searched myself and said, okay, what is it that I want to believe or that I actually believe? And it turns out that my belief is that money comes to me from everywhere all the time. Now, I came up with that a long time ago, and that lives inside of me. Okay. But over time, you learn other pieces of information about other nuances of thoughts that you may be having regarding money. So, whenever a different nuance would come, I would pay attention to that nuance. And, if it was a limiting belief or a subconscious inner conversation I was having that was keeping me from, realizing my manifesting goals, then I would come up with a new affirmative belief. So recently, I decided, because I was feeling frustration when I would get or have to pay certain bills. Okay. So I said, well, I don't want to have that feeling. And Neville talks about the fact, and I know through being a scientist of myself, that when you have an emotional reaction to something, when you have an emotion, which is a reaction, you are planting a seed that is going to yield more of the same. It is going to yield its like kind, its like fruit. So, and we know that if we are producing the same emotion, or we're having the same emotional response to something, then we have not gone into a new state of being. So that's one of the ways that you recognize that your state of being is the same as it's always been, because your emotional reaction and response to something is the same as it's always been. So I decided to pay attention to this feeling of frustration. And what I came up with, that I wrote down in my magic notebook, which I mention here from time to time on this channel, is for every dollar that I spend, I receive $10 back. So, what I noticed recently is when I have the temptation of feeling frustrated, like I would have in the past, regarding getting a bill or having to pay a bill, it the reminder, the seed that I planted, that for every dollar I spend, I get $10 back, will rise up inside of me to remind me that this is who I am now. This is the state of being that I'm in. And I find myself having a smile come over me, not only externally, but inwardly. Like, oh yeah, that's who I am. I am, because we know our consciousness is the creator of our reality. We are that consciousness. The I am consciousness is what's creating. I am the person, the one that receives $10 for every dollar that I spend. So this is where this money is coming from. And an even deeper assumption that I have is that I don't produce results in the quote unquote traditional way that everybody else feels that they need to. So if you feel like you need to go to work to make money, or you need to do this or you need to do that, in order to do this, this must happen. I don't have those thoughts. It is at the core of who I am to truly mindfully manifest without effort what comes to me. So because that's at the core, and that is my assumption about myself, that state of being assists me in the inner communication that I have regarding how money comes, what my conversation is regarding money, and all of that. So I just wanted to stop by and share that we have surface, inner conversations. And ultimately, all I'm talking about is subconscious conversations and paying attention to those subconscious conversations that you're having with yourself, and all of the unfolding layers that you begin to learn about the conversations that you are having that assist you to be able to more accurately determine what you're going to override any subconscious limiting beliefs with, so that you can be manifesting your desired outcomes. I hope this all makes sense. Let me know whether it does or it doesn't. If you have any questions, this is Lisa Scott. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening to this video. Of course, I love it when you comment and share, and you could talk to me about the nuances of, specifically I'm talking about money in this video, but whatever nuances that you have experienced and uncovered that you're willing to share in the comments, I greatly appreciate that and always appreciate discussing with you. And don't forget to click that notification button, like button, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.